Hey guys, welcome back to Less of Life. My name is Mandy, and today we're talking about our permits and our plans for our pole barn barndominium. So today we're on our way to the planning office to submit our application for our house permit. All right, so we've just stopped to fill up some water for our camper. So why we stopped, I figured I'd give you guys an update. So we went to the permit office, to the planning office, and everything is submitted. And our county only takes about 24 to 48 hours to get back the permit. So we're in great shape. As soon as that comes back, we'll be getting that off to Pioneer Pole Buildings, and they'll get us on the schedule for delivery of the shell. All right, guys, as promised, Hampshire County got us our permit back within the 24 to 48 hours. So we've got that back in hand. It's just another step closer to building our dream home, and was super easy. They are wonderful to work with. One little tip I'll give you guys here, if you're trying to do yours, just make sure that you're reading everything that they have. Most of the counties now have everything online, or call your planning office. Make sure you give them a complete packet of everything that they're asking for, so they don't have to call and follow up and get questions answered in order to get it all done for you guys. It worked for us. Honestly, such a quick turnaround. We really appreciate it. And then we've already sent this off to Pioneer Pole Buildings so that they can get us scheduled, and we're just waiting for the scheduling now. And we're going to move on and show you guys some of the plans that we have and give you an idea of what it is that we're actually going to be building. Guys, so we are excited to share with you our plans. This is a monitor style house, a monitor style barndominium. So you can see that the middle goes up as a separate section, if you will, through the center, is higher elevated, and we're going to have cathedral ceilings there throughout the whole middle. And then the two sides, which are considered overhangs, and then they were finished out, or going to be finished out as part of the house. And that's where our bedrooms and bathrooms and utility space and office will all be. And I'll show you guys the interior plan as well. But we're super excited. These are the plans that we've got back from Pioneer Pole Building. We submitted what we wanted and all of our plans to them, and then this is what they were able to give back to us. It is 36 by 36 overall, with the center section being 14-foot walls, and the outside section on the smallest part there, on the shortest area, will be 8 feet tall, going up to about 11 or 12 feet as it meets the center section. So it gives us a lot of open space, gives us a lot of tall feeling so that the 36 by 36 can really make it seem like we have a lot more space by just giving us those cathedral ceilings. Plus, we loved the idea of this wall of windows. And when we saw things that had this inspiration, like Texas Best Sadler Barndominium really gave us that inspiration for a front wall of windows like that. And we've just kind of pieced together some things that we've seen all over the place. And I drew up my own plans for what we wanted. And this is what we came up with. We just love how it's going to turn out here. We are so excited overall. So let me show you some more details here. So this is the overall, front. There's the front there. Here's the back elevation. Those windows there are going to be over our kitchen area, over our kitchen counters. And then this is the one side view. So you can see here that we have the overhang, and that's going to be over our front porch. So basically that overhang goes over top of this part here so that we have a nice 8-foot overhang in front. And then this is the other way. So to give you an idea, this is what the inside looks like. So again, this whole middle area is going to be our living area. I'll show you that again in a few minutes, but we're going to do living room and then dining kitchen combination with bedrooms and bathrooms on the sides, as well as an office back here and a utility area here leading out. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like here, and again, these interior walls are going to be 14 feet high, and these exterior walls will be 8. All right, so this is what we've drawn out for our interior design and layout. So as you can see, you'll walk in through here, which is the front covered porch, and then through 2 double doors that open in. This is going to be our living room space with our wood stove there, as well as primary/secondary heating source, depending. We'd like to use it more for our primary, with our mini split system being our secondary for heating. And then, of course, the mini splits being our primary for air conditioning. So we're excited about that. With the way that our cathedral ceilings and all work out, the mini split system to us just was a no-brainer. Instead of running ductwork, which I'm not a fan of anyway, doing individual units, which will have mini splits back here above the kitchen. We'll have one in each of the main rooms out here. And then that should be enough, along with all of the fans we'll be installing to heat and cool the place properly. But we're adamant on doing the mini split system. Again, it's what works best anyway for this plan and the way that our ceilings all are. But we're not a fan of ductwork and the way that gets all dusty and everything in there, and the space that it takes up, and being able to control each room individually is also something that was important to us. So again, here's the living room. And then it's going to transition into, we're going to have an island here in order to sit around and eat with bar stools, and then the nice big kitchen back here. It's just the 3 of us, so most of the time that's how it'll all be set up. And then occasionally we can pop in another table here as we have guests, just to have additional eating space. But we want it to be just nice and open here through the center. This is the master bedroom down here with the closet and the access to the master bathroom. But you'll see that it's literally identical over here to our daughter's bedroom as well. Size and everything the same with the closet and the bathroom. Now, some people may say, oh my goodness, that is such a small space to be 9.5 by 13.5. It's not a lot of room. We are also very big when we were designing this. We do not like big bedroom spaces. It's just the way that our philosophy is that we'd rather have small spaces big enough for a bed and the needs that we need in the bedroom, but that the main area in the middle is to be bigger so that we can entertain and we have more family time together. That's more important use of space for us, is to have bigger common areas and smaller bedroom spaces. And that was big and important with how we planned everything. Office back here is not much different in space to the bedrooms, but it is considered an office and not a bedroom. There are no closets there. But it, of course, could double as a guest room and things of that nature as well. So this is technically, by the appraisal, is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with an office. And it's 36 by 36. Then as you come over here, I just want to point out, you'll come around through the kitchen and then you have this nice hallway out to the back door or side door that leads out to our fire pit and our entertaining area. That's where our grill will be set up and our table and dining area outdoors. So we'll be able to easily come in and out there, and we'll have the laundry, the closet, the utility room, and then there's a nice little pantry here off the kitchen as well. So we've got all of those spaces. Out here where we live in the mountains, we get really muddy and dirty and snowy, and we need somewhere to be able to come in, kick our boots off, get things right into the laundry or, into the closet, and then come into the rest of the house. So that was important to us, to have at least a separate space that we can come into without going directly in through the main area and dragging everything in. This will give us a little space to get all that dirt off. So overall, again, this is what our outside elevation and our interior look like. And I hope that maybe this gives you a little bit of inspiration. I tried to cover what some of the reasons were as to why we decided on certain layouts. I can tell you, I've literally drawn thousands of floor plans at this point in all different styles of homes. We started out talking about a modular and then a stick built traditionally, and then shed to home options. And then we landed on this Barndominium idea. We even were looking at 2-story metal buildings. At one point, we were looking at having a basement, not necessarily under a pole barn, but under a traditional built. We've had thousands of floor plans drawn out, and we are incredibly excited about how this all turned out. If I can give you guys any tips too, get on all those forums. Ask what people might have wished for, if they could build their house all over again, or things that they regret not doing, or things that they're so excited that they did do. And that was incredibly helpful in our planning. But again, I'm very, very happy with the way that everything turned out here for our interior plan. It's exactly what works for us. And I am positive it is not what will work for everybody. And that's the beauty of it, is when you're building your own home, you build what works for you. What your ideas are. Again, a lot of people love a huge master suite and big closets and bathrooms. But for us, we've downsized a lot of our material things, and we don't want big closets because we don't want to go back to owning a lot of things. So where somebody might look at this plan and say, hey, you don't have a lot of closet space. You're right, we don't, but we have what we need. And we also have a shed with big lofts in it for any of the things that are seasonal that we're not using day to day that we can put away. But again, our idea is we're loving that we're living in this camper and this small space that we are while we're building this. And it's making us realize how little material possessions we really need to have. And we just don't want to go back to that. So not giving ourselves too much space to expand into will hopefully help us with that goal. But having adequate space is also helpful. So again, we put a ton of thought and planning into everything that we've done here, but we would love to hear some of your feedback in the comments, what your guys' thoughts are in terms of color. Ironically, they drew it in this color, but it was complete irony. But our roof and accents will be black, our doors will be black, and our siding will be burgundy. So not traditional cherry red like a barn, but burgundy. And we are super excited of how that's going to turn out. But again, we would love to have any of your comments in there. I'll try to answer anything, questions, comments, thoughts on our plan. And hopefully, again, this helps inspire you guys like the Sadler Barndominium inspired us. So, as well as many others, honestly. We've been looking at so many plans and how people plan out their spaces. So yeah, guys, follow your dream. Make it happen. That's what we're doing, and we're super excited for this journey. So I hope that was helpful for you guys out there, and thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your journey. Make sure you like and subscribe to follow us along our documentation of our pole barn Barndominium build. It's going to come quickly, and we're excited about the whole process. So again, like, subscribe, follow along, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.